which is a suite of braking technologies. The new rear seat now has an impact or side impact support beam. So in the event of a side impact, the impact energy is dispersed through the support beam and away from your rear passengers. There are now 8 standard airbags with the addition of the the driver knee airbag and the front passenger seat cushion airbag. Now when the seat cushion airbag deploys, it lifts the thighs of the passenger to help keep them seated in the seat and to prevent them from going underneath the dashboard in certain front-end collisions. Now let's talk a little bit about the next generation Intune. Intune was originally introduced in 2011 as a suite of applications and data services, providing infotainment and smartphone connectivity to the customers. But the funny thing is that the customers now associate anything multimedia that is located on that center stack as part of the Intune, rather just than the app suite and data services. So if they're trying to pair their Bluetooth or preset one of their favorite stations, if there's an issue, they would always say, well, I'm having trouble with my Intune. So now with that customer perception, they're rebranding Intune to now basically be the umbrella for everything multimedia in that center stack, as well as still providing the Intune app suites as an option. Now, with the additional features, enhancements, and the app suite, they are now able to provide the Intune app suite subscription-free to both new and existing customers. So, to give you an idea of some of the enhancements that went into the new Intune, I have a video for you. So now from the video you saw that they have a more simplified lineup with 4 audio units, improved user interface. Just like on a lot of smartphones and tablets, you can use the swiping motion, or you can customize your apps in the order that better suits your using needs. And also the enhanced voice recognition. There's a tutorial on the head unit that will have you say 10 specific words. So this will help the voice recognition system to better recognize your particular speech pattern as well as accent. So when you're using the enhanced voice recognition feature, it understands your speech pattern and can respond more effectively. And also the available Intune app suite. Here you can see the 4 audio head units. The Intune audio has the touchscreen display, as well as AM, FM, single CD, iPod connectivity, as well as aux port and USB 2.0 port. It also has the Bluetooth phone book and hands-free calling, as well as music streaming, and of course the advanced voice recognition. Now all these features carry over into the next audio unit, which is the Intune Audio Plus. And what the Plus adds is satellite and HD radio, as well as traffic and weather information. And all that transfers over to the next unit, which is the Intune Premium Audio with navigation and app suite. And that adds obviously the navigation and the app suite, but it also adds AM, FM radio cache and HD predictive traffic and Doppler weather overlay. And then again, all those transfer over to the final head unit, which adds the JBL speaker system. Now the 2 units that are specific to the Corolla are the Intune Audio, which is standard on the LE, the LE Eco, and the S grade, and the Intune Premium Audio with navigation and app suite, which is part of the driver convenience package that's only available on the Plus and the Premium trim levels. So you'll notice that the L grade doesn't receive any of the new Intune head units, but what it does get is the Tech Audio. Now there are only 3 key differences between the Tech Audio and the Intune Audio, which is the Tech Audio has 4 speakers instead of 6. It does not have the 6.1-inch touchscreen display, and it does not have advanced voice recognition, but it does have voice command. And the controls are located on both the audio unit as well as the steering wheel. And that's the audio. Finally, we have a 360 Corolla app, which provides a very high-level overview of the exterior and interior of the Corolla by each grade, as well as some competitor information. The instructions to download the application is located in your USB drive. And that wraps up my presentation. I'd like to turn it back over to Javier.
Thanks so much. A lot of information, and the good thing is you've got it, your USB drives. So tonight when you get back, right, you get a chance to go through that, take a look, refresh. But thank you again, Jim and Julie. And I'm actually going to ask you to come up to the front. We've got Doug Cole with product marketing out in Torrance, California as well. Please come to the front. They're going to answer any questions that we may have regarding everything that you've just seen, whether it be regarding the marketing for Corolla, or perhaps the technical aspects of the vehicle. What questions do we have? Go ahead, Jaime.
I'm curious. The CVT that you guys have, I understand that you have 7 points that simulate the regular automatic transmission mode. Are those sacrificing performance on the vehicle just to give the driver the automatic feeling, the traditional feeling, or you guys are not sacrificing anything?
Actually, no, there's no sacrifice whatsoever. When we went to Japan for the study team, we had asked that same question. If there's programming to mimic the shift points, how does that relate to the performance? And the CVT IS, as you know, is has a beginning and end ratio. So it's completely linear in function. The only thing that shows the shifting is the programming, but it has no effect on the actual transmission.
Okay. And the paddle shifters are also only available with a CVT, or the doesn't automatic with the 4 auto can have the paddle?
No, the paddle shifters are standard only on the S grade with the CVTIS transmission.
Okay. What other questions do we have?
Great job, John.
I got a little question regarding the Spanish market advertisement, no? In the end, in the market, they said, vayamos. Now, it's different sound for the Spanish market, no? So I say, vayamos. So how they get into this vayamos? I just want to know.
Enrique, I got that.
Okay.
So, are you referring to the actual voiceover?
Right.
The actual voiceover. A lot of it has to do with the demographics. So Conil Advertising, which is our agency of record for Hispanic marketing in the U.S., we actually, when we came up with Let's Go Places, they looked at several options in terms of how do you translate Let's Go Places into Spanish in a way that makes sense and that resonates well with the Latino market. And so the first thing that they came up with was Vamos a lugares. Doesn't really sound that good, does it, right? And so when they started doing their research, they figure out, you know what? The sentiment, right? What we're trying to say with Let's Go Places is we're all going places together. Toyota is going places, but we're not going alone. We're taking our customer with us. And so that's where we came up with Vayamos Juntos. Now, in terms of why we say vayamos and not vayamos, right? Or pasha, or anything like that, right? It's really based on demographics. So when you look at the Hispanic population in the U.S. and you realize that the majority of Latinos in the U.S. are of Mexican origin, in Mexico and Mexican Americans, and even in the Caribbean, they say vayamos. And so that's really where that comes from. The reality is that the campaign for Argentina is probably going to be a little bit different. And so, and of course, that's out of our control. That's up to our folks and colleagues down in Argentina. Good question, though. Thank you.
Good question.
That's right.
Also, it's the fact that he's from Bayamón, Puerto Rico.
All right, dude, you got me. You got me. All right. The truth comes out. The truth comes
You know
out.
something? It's during all my 10 years into this market, some people try to change the logo from the English to Spanish, and they sometimes when they pronounce in Spanish, it really doesn't. This is good, the logo, because it's like go all together.
Yeah, yeah.
But with the Y, it's like he says, it's a very good answer what he says. You know, it's that we make a research, you know, what type of people want to research. Like, because if you want to hear again, you see, vayamos. And you ask everybody to say now, you see everybody say different vayamos.
Yeah.
You're going to see it. You ask everybody to say right now, only when they speak Spanish, we always pronounce different.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll try that at dinner after a couple
Yeah.
cocktails.
He's going to be speaking Spanish by the end of the night. We got Jose has a question.
Yeah, on the fuel economy, is the fuel economy better on the manual transmission or on the automatic CVT or CVT?
The CVT, I asked with the LE Eco and the 15-inch wheels gets 42 mpg on the highway. Now the manual transmission on the S gets 37, and the CVT on the LE grade gets 38 on the highway.
But the Echo is a smaller engine.
The Echo with the
So it's not
15-inch
apples to
yes.
apples.
I'm sorry?
It's not apples to apples. It's 1.8 and the other one is 1.4, right?
No, they're both 1.8
Oh, 1.8,
engines,
okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
Same engine.
The only thing that, or not the only thing, but the thing that helps the LE Eco grade get more gas mileage is the addition of the Valvematic intake technology. So it's helping to provide air, not at the throttle valve or the butterfly valve area. They're keeping it open more so that the air goes through the passageway and it's there at the camshaft valve, ready to go in. So it eliminates that vacuum or that suction, and it allows the air to go in quicker.
Okay,
Why
thank you.
not using that same system in different models, in the rest of the models?
Or you want me to?
Yeah, I'll take that. So right now we do have a production limitation on the actual mechanism in the valve train. So we're sort of testing the market. If there's a lot more demand for that, then we'll figure out a way to supply it.
Is there any aerodynamic changes on the LE Eco? Any difference to make it more efficient?
Yeah, I think there's some underbody panels.
There are additional underbody panels on the LE Eco, as well as the sport, spoiler in the back. And yeah, that's basically what helps add to the aerodynamics.
And how would you differentiate the outside from the rest of the model? Wheel?
Yes,
green.
actually, the color too. The wheels are unique to each of the grades, except for the 15-inch. The L and the LE with the 15-inch wheel gets the same wheel cap. but when they go up to the Plus and the Premium, they get a uniquely designed alloy wheel, so that you can help differentiate as well. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, the bigger wheels are the 18, 17.
The 17-inch, and that's only on the S grade.
So 50.
Yes.
Now, Rafael?
What is the combined mileage in the Eco? You said 42, that is highway, right?
That's the highway. It's
35.
35 combined. Thank you, Mo. 35 combined.
Nice. Now we have time for one more question.
Do you do the voice in the navigation system?
Yeah.
She has a great voice, all right?
Exactly, yeah, can you say prepare to turn left?
Nobody likes that voice.
Please prepare to turn
It's a
left.
compliment. No, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
That's a
I didn't say
compliment.
that bad. Get prepared to turn left.
But with that, let's give them a big round of applause and thank our speakers for answering our questions. So I do have a couple of housekeeping items that I want to share with you. Make sure that we know what we're doing next. And so we have about 15 minutes for you to do whatever you need to do and get down to the lobby. And I believe it's exactly where we checked in earlier today. And so, again, my watch says that it's actually 6:35.
Yep.
So then at 6:50, we're going to meet downstairs. And at that point, we're going to board a shuttle that's going to take us to dinner. Right? And you may want to bring a light jacket if you get cold, but you're from here, so you know.
Come on.
All right, that was not written by me. That was written by an Americano. So let's leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. All right. Now let's talk about tomorrow real quick. So breakfast is going to be at the EOS patio, and that's located on the 15th floor. Right. Remember where the little hospitality suite was? Right in that area, just very close to the pool. And so, in the morning, before you head to breakfast, please stop at the elevator, the elevator banks, and make sure that you actually drop off your luggage and your key to your room, because we don't want to have you take your luggage with you. We want to make sure that we take care of it for you, and then at the end of the program, we'll make sure that you have your luggage exactly where you're at, and then you take it with you. And I think that is it. Are there any questions in terms of tonight and tomorrow?
Tomorrow, what time?
Tomorrow breakfast is going to be served at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And we'll remind you of all of this, especially because we're not on Latino time.
Okay.
No.
So, so let me just warn you, not Latino time.
Miami.
Except for tonight. Tonight you'll see, we'll do our thing. It'll be a fun night. And who knows when we'll end. But tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock sharp for breakfast.